You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
A powerful dust storm has swept across the famous Burning Man festival in Nevada's Black Rock Desert, and the scene that followed was nothing short of chaotic. Festival goers, many of whom had just settled into their desert camps, were caught off guard as strong winds ripped through the temporary city. Tents were battered, shade structures collapsed, and the air was filled with swirling dust that made it nearly impossible to see or breathe without some form of protection. The Burning Man event, which attracts tens of thousands of people each year, is no stranger to harsh weather. But this latest storm arrived with such intensity that participants were forced to scramble, tying down gear, clinging to tents, and seeking shelter wherever it could be found. In videos shared online, the desert horizon all but disappeared behind a wall of brown haze, creating a surreal and unsettling atmosphere. Adding to the drama, the storm was linked to the same weather system that swept across Phoenix, Arizona, where it triggered a massive dust storm that knocked out power, delayed flights, and caused damage across the city. For attendees at Burning Man, this meant conditions that felt less like a festival and more like survival in a desert wilderness. Among the casualties of the storm was one of the festival's most talked about venues, the so-called Orgy Dome. Organizers announced on social media that the structure had been completely destroyed by high winds, leaving only tattered fabric and twisted metal ribs behind. They admitted the dome was beyond repair, but hinted that smaller workshops might still be possible. While the collapse removed one of Burning Man's more notorious attractions, the destruction symbolized just how unforgiving the desert can be, no matter how carefully the city is planned each year. This is not the first time the festival has been dramatically shaped by weather. Just last year, heavy rain turned the desert floor into an impassable mud pit, stranding thousands of attendees and halting departures for days. This year, in addition to the dust, long traffic delays have already plagued arrivals, with some attendees reporting waits of 7 to 19 hours just to enter the event grounds. Despite these setbacks, Burning Man continues to draw crowds from around the world: artists, musicians, free spirits, and curious newcomers alike, who come to embrace its spirit of radical expression and community. For many, the extreme environment is part of the experience, a reminder that the festival is not just about art installations or nightlife, but also about resilience, adaptation, and the unexpected. As forecasts warn of possible storms through August 26th, participants are being reminded that Black Rock City is built to be temporary, fragile, and at the mercy of nature. And once again, the desert has proven that no matter how grand the structures or how wild the celebrations, it ultimately decides the terms of the gathering. Stay subscribed for more videos.